Good morning, everyone. This is As Muhammad Khan, and I welcome you in today's segment. Today, we will discuss about the excretory organs that are found in the different living organism and the excretory organ that is found in the human being. So, first, we will discuss that which excretory organ is found in birds. Birds have the kidneys, student, like us, and with the help of that kidneys, they excrete the nitrogenous waste. And which nitrogenous waste is excreted by them? It is uric acid, student, uric acid. That's why they are known as uricotelic. Uricotelic means the living organism that excrete uric acid are known as uricotelic. Next is earthworm. Earthworm also have the excretory organ, student, and for this they have the skin, and with the skin they also have the nephridia. With the help of the nephridia and the skin, they release or they excrete ammonia and urea, and with the help of that they get rid of the toxic waste. And what are those toxic waste, student? They are ammonia and urea, student. Next is insects. Like us, insects also have the excretory organ, student, and their excretory organ is known as Malpighian tubes. For this they have, or their body have, Malpighian tubes, and via Malpighian tubes they get rid from the toxic waste. And which type of toxic waste they release? It is similar as bird, it is uric acid. That's why we can say the birds or the insects uricotelic, means insects are also uricotelic. Next is mollusks. Mollusks are the living organism, student, that have the outer skeleton like the snail, and they also have the kidneys like us, and via kidney they also remove the waste material from their body. And which waste material they remove? It is uric acid and ammonia. Means the mollusks that are found on the terrestrial habitat, those mollusks release uric acid or excrete uric acid, and the mollusks that are found in the aquatic habitat, those mollusks remove or excrete ammonia, student. That's why we can say that they have the both type of the living organism in them, uricotelic and aminotelic. Now we come on the next. It is flatworm. What are the flatworms, student? Flatworms are the living organism that have the flat body, and this group of the living organism is known as platyhelminthes. Like liver fluke is a flatworm, tapeworm is a flatworm. So these tapeworm have the excretory organ in them, and their excretory organ is known as flame cell, student. Flame cell. Yes, flame cell. It is very interesting word, flame cells. Why do we call them flame cells, student? Because these cells have similar structure as flame. Yes, flame that is produced by a burning candle or the burning fuel. So this type of flame structure they have. That's why these cells are known as flame cell. So flame cell is the excretory organ of flatworm, and with the help of the flame cell, what they release from their body, it is ammonia. Now I want to tell you the formula of ammonia, student. What is the formula of ammonia? It is NH3. It is the formula of ammonia, and it is the poisonous substance, student. And this poisonous substance is produced in the detoxification and in the metabolism of protein it is produced. So we can say that the flatworms are aminotelic animals because they excrete ammonia from their body as waste. Next is feces, student. Feces. Feces also have the excretory organ like us, and what they have? They have kidneys, and via kidney they also release ammonia, student. Ammonia, NH3. That's why the feces are known as aminotelic living organism. Now we come on the mammals like us. We have the separate excretory organ, and for this what they have, we have one particular system in our body, and that system is known as human urinary system. And this human urinary system consists mainly three different parts. First is one pair of kidney, second is one pair of ureters means the urinary tubes, third is urinary bladder. Now we come on the first important part that we have for the excretion. It is kidney, student. We have one pair of kidney, and these kidneys have the reddish brown bean shaped structure, means the color of our kidney is similar to chocolate, means chocolatey color our kidney have, and it has the bean shaped like rajma shaped organ, and it is found in the lower part of the abdomen cavity, and it is found in both sides of the vertebral columns, means at the backbone, at the side of the backbone these kidneys are found in both the sides. And in this kidney, student, that is left kidney, it is higher than the right kidney. It is higher than the left kidney, student, means left kidney is higher than the right kidney. Now the kidney have the three different parts. First part that makes its outer covering, it is cortex. Second is medulla, and third is renal pelvis. So what is cortex, student? The outer part, this there is known as cortex, and in the middle there is medulla. It is medulla, and this part, this funnel like part from where the urinary tubes are connected, these funnel like structure of the kidneys are known as renal pelvis, and they help the kidney to connect with the urinary tubes. And inside the kidney there are the numerous tube-like structures are found in million and million of numbers. What are they? They are the nephrons. Nephrons are the basic unit of the kidneys, from where the filtration and reabsorption of the urine takes place. Means the important part or important nutrients and ions are absorbed, and that process is known as reabsorption, and the waste materials are filtered. That process is known as filtration. So reabsorption and the filtration is the main function of the kidney, and it also helps us in getting rid of urea, student, and urea is excreted via kidney. That's why we are known as ureotelic animals, student, because which type of material we excrete from our body, it is urea. Now we come on the two important blood vessels that are attached to the kidney, and what are they? They are renal artery and renal vein. Renal artery and renal vein supply the blood to the kidneys. Renal artery supply the oxygenated blood and renal vein supply deoxygenated blood, and they are attached with the kidneys. Now there are the small tubes are connected with the kidneys, and these small tubes are known as ureter. And when the kidneys form the urine, then that urine comes into ureter, and from the ureter it comes to the muscular bag like structure, and that muscular bag or muscular pouch like structure is known as urinary bladder. Urinary bladder have the sphincter muscles at its opening, from which we get rid of urine, and that process is known as micturition, from which we get rid from the urine or from the nitrogenous waste or the urea. Now from where the urea is produced, student? Urea is not produced from the kidney, it is produced from the liver, student. When the protein is metabolized inside our body with the help of liver, then ammonia is formed. Now that ammonia is converted into urea via liver, and that urea is passed to the kidneys via blood vessels, and with the help of the kidney we get rid from that urea with the help of micturition. And in this, the sphincter muscles play a very important role, and those sphincter muscles are found at the opening of urinary bladder. So it is about the human urinary system. In our next segment, we will discuss about the basic unit of human urinary system, and that basic unit is nephron. So in our next segment, we will discuss about the nephron and renal failure or kidney failure, student. Thank you very much and have a pleasant day.